Hi, my name is Kara, and while we're all adjusting into this new normal, I wanted to offer some strategies to managing with strong emotions or worry or stress and anxiety. First of all, it is so normal to feel anxious, especially during times of great change. So I really just wanted to offer some tools that I think I would have benefited from as a high schooler. So yeah, my mom is a teacher and she often does a breathing exercise with her students, and I thought it would be a good idea if I actually led us through that breathing exercise to start off, just to kind of get us into the right mindset to talk about some of these things. Um, it's only about 10 or 15 seconds, and I think it can just be super helpful to just give yourself that 15 seconds at some time throughout the day if you find it applicable to your life, and just breathe and be present. Um, while I'm leading us through it, some people benefit from thinking about their inhales like blowing up a balloon and their exhales like really emptying out all the air from the balloon. Or some people benefit from thinking about their inhales like inhaling everything good around them, and their exhales like exhaling all of their stressors that they currently are worried about. Or some people just breathe. Whatever works for you is totally healthy and amazing. But yeah, so I'm gonna lead us through that. It's gonna start, just put your hand up and then put your finger below your thumb. And it's gonna be, while we move up the finger, we're gonna inhale, and while we move down, we're gonna exhale for each finger. So it's just 5 deep breaths. So yeah, here we go. Place your finger and inhale and exhale. Awesome. If you were able to follow along with that, thank you. And I think that can be a really awesome benefit to your life. And that's just something you can do like when you wake up or before you go to sleep, or if you're on a walk, you can do it then, whatever works for your life. I think just being in touch with your breath can be super grounding and relaxing and super beneficial for feelings of stress. But yes, so I wanted to talk a little bit about what anxiety is and what that can look like for you. Anxiety is one of those things that's very unique, so I could list out 100 things that anxiety looks like, and none of those might fit you, or all of them might fit you, and that's all totally okay and healthy. But generally, anxiety can just be really intense emotions of worry or fear or stress, and your heart may pound when you're having anxiety. You may be sweatier than usual, you may be angrier than usual, or more paranoid. And anxiety typically doesn't just happen from one thing. There's not just one root cause. It's usually caused by a variety of situations in your own life, or it can just be really random and out of the blue, and all of that's okay. You should absolutely get help though, immediately, if you're having any thoughts of hurting yourself, or if you're using drugs and alcohol to cope. There are so many resources available to you, and I will put those in the description below. In our own homes, however, there are so many things that we can do to kind of manage these emotions and worries and stressors. So I wanted to talk about a few of those today. I found a really awesome infographic from Indigo Daya, and they had a whole list of coping strategies. I've chosen 4 just to briefly talk about, but again, there are so many resources available, which I will include in the description. So 1, grounding yourself. So this is just using your body and your senses to feel really aware of where you are and just feel really present in that situation. This can be doing breathing exercises like we just did together. This can be smelling the grass or the rain in your backyard. This can be putting your hand under your sink faucet and just really feeling the water on your skin. You know, whatever makes you feel most present. Emotional release is our second one, and this is just letting it all out, whether that be running a shower or crying or screaming into a pillow or going for a run, you know, whatever helps you kind of release all that energy. Number 3 is self-love, which I think we hear a lot about when we're talking about coping with stress. And self-love can really be just running a bubble bath or doing a face mask, but it doesn't have to be. It can also be things like treating yourself and cooking your favorite meal, or getting yourself a small treat, or just indulging in your hobbies more, or making more time for yourself, or getting more sleep, or drinking more water. You know, it can be a million things. So I think really just being mindful of choosing things that make you feel good and trying to implement those into your life more can be really awesome. And lastly, accessing your higher self. So this again is something that's super personal and individual to yourself, but this may be, you know, smiling at strangers, or helping out a neighbor, or indulging in hobbies. Again, I know I keep my journal and my sketchbook near me because I'm a writer and a painter, and I've been planting this plant for the past couple of weeks, just like to kind of decompress and give me something to be nurturing towards. And I found that very beneficial towards me, but that can look like so many different things for you. And there are so many other coping skills again. So I think really just taking the time to learn what works best for you will help you so much, and your mind and body will thank you for it in the long run. But yeah, those are just some that I have found helpful and wanted to share with you. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope you've had a very good day, and hope that some of these were helpful to you. So bye.